CEO of Your Movement. Today I want to talk to you about motivation. What motivates me is my children. My children is the reason why I have a strength to move forward. My children is the reason why I'm going forward when nothing seems like working out. Then everything looks like going against me, and somehow, with grace of God, I able to achieve things. There is so many times, I wanted to quit. There is so many times I felt like there is no inch of a strength for me to move forward. And somehow, there is this magical power that comes upon me and allows me to move forward. And what is that? That is my children. I never forget a moment when in 2012, when I was going through quite a challenging divorce. My whole community decided to take another side. My family haven't talked to me, and not that I did anything wrong. I was really trying just to figure out who I am and where I'm going, and things seemed so unfair. And the divorce papers, which I didn't understand anything about, and anytime I find a job I would lose it. I've lost 6 in 1 year. And I remember as I was going in the middle of all of that, it was this one Saturday, I didn't want to go move forward. And for all of you who are in a difficult place, where you guys don't want to move forward today, remember that tomorrow is a better day. Remember that also shall pass. Remember that it doesn't matter how difficult your life seems today, there is the light at the end of a tunnel. And find and figure out what motivates you, what helps you to move forward. What is that one thing for you that allows you to start flying even when you don't feel that you have your wings? Is one thing when nothing works, then everything goes against you, when there is no money and there is no help and there is no support and there is nothing working for you, you are still moving forward. What is this one thing for you? Think about your why. My why is my children. So it was 2012. I was under the blanket. I did not want to move. I had no inch in my body that would allow me to move forward. I remember that being a healer and feeling the energy was so strong, I just couldn't move forward. So what I did, I prayed. I said, dear God, just send me a miracle. I need something. So I have a power over me to move forward today because I need to get up. My daughter walked in. It was around 10 o'clock in the morning, and she said, Mama, you know I want to be a doctor. Well, today I'm going to be your doctor. You need to get up, bring us to a park, and buy us ice cream. That's your prescription for today. I hope you like it. And even if you don't, you have 10 minutes to get up. Chop, chop. And she laughed. And she does this thing when she's in a good mood. She goes, ha ha. And then she leaves. And you know, that was enough. That was my strength to move forward that day. And I know we all go through the days. We're all going through the days when we want to quit. We're all going through the days when we want to stop everything. We want to disappear. We want to dissipate, because having your business has never been easy, because if it would be easy, everybody would do that. Being a parent never been easy, because our children helping us to become a better people if we allow them. But it's in our power to move forward and find our why. To me, at that moment, was my daughter. And I never forget that a few months later, when I was out of 6 unemployment in 1 year, it was my 6th unemployment, I just got a job right before Thanksgiving, right before I can buy everybody a gift, and I've lost it. And I remember the Thanksgiving and a big birthday of a family member coming up, and no money and nothing. And I remember I was supposed to drop them to school on Monday morning. All that I wanted is to drop them to school on Monday morning and just cry. For the whole day, just cry. I just cried. But you know what? It's funny how life works. Because I so didn't know who I was, and I literally asked God to kind of help me to move forward. And as my daughter went to preschool, but my son refused to go to school. He cried for half an hour in the school, and I had no choice but to bring him with him. And to do his assignment, he needed to do a big poster about what he wants to be when he grew up. And I had no pictures, no printer. All what we had is a blank of paper and a lot of crayons. And I reminded him that he wanted to be a scientist, that he wanted to develop the fastest car. He wanted to be an inventor, to develop the fastest car in the world, the invisible fastest car in the world. A friend of mine were an engineer who told him how that's possible to do, because the technology already existed. And as he was drawing and calling for my attention, and I had no choice. I no longer could cry. I no longer could do anything. All that I could do is just to move forward. All what I could do is to start looking for another job. And so I did. And as I was doing things on the computer, he says, "Mom, Mom, Mom." And I said, "Well, everybody could be your mom." And I'll never forget that moment. Then he said, "Yeah, everybody can be my mom. But with any other mom, I will be just Sam. With you, I'm the Sam, an inventor." And just like that, I was reminded of my life purpose way before I was knowing that I'm a coach, way before I knew that how to elevate and change and transform people, way before I knew that that's my life purpose. I was reminded through my son, because kids sometimes see things that we are not being able to see. And my children is the reason why I'm moving forward, because I'll never forget that in 2012, when I was on this gas station and the credit card would not go once, twice, free, and the divorce sinked in. It sinked into my reality that divorce is unavoidable, that it's coming. And everything that I built in 10 years of my life was melting away, just like an ice cream, in a hot sunny day in San Diego. And I asked God, how did I get there? And I remembered that 10 years prior, I was 18, and in 4 short years, I finished high school, I finished college, I had a job, I married the man of my dreams. Sometimes dreams change, and I had a corporate job. In 4 years, most Americans can finish college in 4 years. I had heavy dyslexia, no English, and I finished in 4 years. And I asked, how did I do that? It was deep clarity. A deep clarity of where I was going, and I was unattached to what was going. But the most important reason, I could remember my kids in the back of a car, that they were fighting. They were 4 and 5, and I knew that I have to figure out what's next because of them, because they are my why. And I am on a mission to help transform people like you, to show you and them that anything, completely anything is possible. And they are no longer toddlers. They are 10 and 11. I've shared that my 11-year-old just got to a next level in his San Diego Olympiad, and he's gonna compete for states. My daughter won second place in championship in a San Diego County for the basketball team, and they are doing so amazing. And my daughter already been on a stage at the age of 10, and my son built his computer from the sketch at the age of 11. And their success is my success, just like my success is their success. They're the reason that reminds me, why am I doing what I'm doing? They are the reason when things are so tough that there is no inch in me to move forward. They are the reason I'm moving forward. I hope that if you have a bad day today, never give up. Move forward, because tomorrow is going to be a better day. Tomorrow is a day when you can achieve more. All what you have to do is to move 1 inch forward. And if today is a bad day for you, reach out. I am more than happy to help and support you. If you're a single parent, if you're going through a hard time in your business, if you're going through unemployment, if you're going through any challenges in your family, reach out, because together in a community we can help each other. Sending you love, light, and blessing, and looking forward to talk to you so soon. This is Veronica Rosenfeld, CEO of You Rise Movement, because when you clearly know who you are and where you're going, you rise to your greatness and step to your destiny.